Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, these season 1 weapons of Vanguard are actually in the game right now. So if you want to use them for yourself, you actually only can use them in a custom game until the new season comes out. For the weapons that we got, so in the assault rifle category, we actually got the Carbine. Short range AR is easy to control with a fast fire rate. So it sounds like it's going to be maybe a medium to close range AR. For the next weapon that we got the Gorenko anti-tank rifle. Heavy semi-automatic anti-tank rifle with devastating performance against infantry and vehicles alike. Sounds like it's going to be a very hard-hitting sniper that's going to be very slow, which is honestly kind of disappointing. I wish we got like a very fast sniper that could one-shot kill in like the upper chest. For the melee weapons, we actually got the Sawtooth, which is a club crafted from the jaws of the ocean's most fearsome predator. Pretty sick in my opinion. And then we got the Katana, which is a single-edged Japanese long sword, deadly in close quarters combat. Sounds like it's going to be a very fast melee. Maybe it's going to take 2 hits. With all that said, now we're going to go into the custom game. I'm going to show you guys the base model of the weapon, and then I'll show you guys the best class setup for it. So to start things off, we got the Gorenko, and this is actually the new map Radar. We do have another map that I'll show you guys with the melee weapons, but to start things off, we got the heavy hitting sniper. This has no attachments. Oh my god, that recoil is insane. The ADS honestly isn't too bad for it not having any attachments. It's still not, you know, good at all. But there is a ton of recoil in this thing. Let's see the one shot. Okay, him in the leg, and that was a one shot. This guy's full health. Let's see. Okay, I think this thing is a one shot no matter what. Let's see if we shoot them in the hand if it's a one shot. That was a chin shot, and that was a one shot. Okay, so it seems like this thing's gonna one shot no matter what. Carbine, let's see how this thing is. Okay, the ADS is actually pretty fast for just like the base model. Let's see the recoil. Okay, so this is me not controlling it. There's not too much recoil, and it has a pretty fast fire rate, so I think this thing could actually be pretty good. Let's go use it a little bit more. Okay, so it feels like a 4-shot kill. I always can look at the stats and figure out like the exact shots they kill. Mobility feels very good on it so far. Like it honestly actually feels like a pretty good gun, and there's no attachments on it too. Okay, we got the Sawtooth. This thing actually looks pretty sick. I wish I could like inspect it, but it looks pretty cool. Okay, let's go try to hit someone with it. Let's see if this is like a 1 or 2 shot. I feel like it'll be a 2 shot just because it's like a piece of wood with some teeth on it. Okay, it's actually a 1 shot. Well, this is from behind. Sometimes it's a little bit different. Yeah, I think this thing's actually a 1 shot. So far, nothing too special, just another melee weapon. I wish we could like throw attachments onto the melee weapons, or they would like all act a little bit differently, because this one seems pretty similar to just the regular knife. Okay, so that's gonna wrap it up for this melee weapon. Let's go use the Katana. Okay, boys, we got the Katana right here. This thing is actually looking pretty sick. Looks like the one from Cold War, honestly, though. Okay, so it seems actually a little bit quicker. This might be the best melee weapon. I am assuming the range is a little bit longer than the combat knife, because you know it's a big blade. Okay, but everything kind of feels the same. I don't know if like the range is a little bit more. Yeah, it seems like it's exactly the same as the other melee weapon and the combat knife. Maybe a little bit faster. Okay, boys, that's gonna wrap it up for the weapons. Now let's go look at all the attachments, see if there's anything new, and find the best class setup for it. So on the Gorenko anti-tank rifle on the muzzle, so it looks like everything is pretty much the same. Typically, you want to add something that's gonna increase the damage range, and so we can do the F8 stabilizer. For the barrels, we got the custom, which is just gonna reduce the sway. Then we got the rapid, which is the one that you probably want to do because it's gonna increase the fire rate and the ADS speed. So I'm gonna throw that on. We got the Kolval Sakaya. I always say that wrong. This one's just like a little stealth barrel. Then we got the Impress, and so it looks like Rapid's going to be the one that you want to use. For these stocks, we got the custom, we got the Type 1A, we got the adjustable, we got the padded, the Type 3B, and then we got the Type 2, and I don't really know which one's actually the one that you really want to use. For the underbarrel, we got the bayonet, the bipod, and the flashlight. For the snipers, you always want to do the flashlight. For the magazine, we got a 3 round, we got the 7 round, and then we got the 10 round. You probably want to do the 10 round, and the stock that we just added is going to increase the movement speed, so this one's probably the one that you want to do. For the rear grips, everything looks the same, so I'm just going to use this one to increase the mobility. For the ammo, we got the FMJ, we got the concussive ammo, and then we got the explosive, which is actually pretty sick. So once we go into a game, we'll test out these ones. For the proficiency, everything looks the same, and so I'm probably just going to use focus. Lastly, for the kit, everything looks also the same over here, so I'm going to do deep breath. Pretty sure this is the best setup for the Gorenko anti-tank rifle in Vanguard. And then we can go go throw on overkill, and then we can build the best class for the Cooper Carbine, which is the new AR. So if you look at the stats for the damage, it's going to do 25 per shot, and there's 100 health in this game, and so this thing is a 4-shot kill. For the barrels, we got the Cooper Custom, which is going to make it so there's less recoil, and it's actually going to increase the fire rate, so this one does sound pretty good. Ragdoll Short, which is going to increase the overall mobility. You probably don't want to use this one. The Ragdoll G45, this one seems decent. Seems like the Cooper Custom is just a better version of it though. And then we got the Gracie Rapid, which is going to increase the fire and the hip fire accuracy, and so I think I'm going to do the Cooper Custom. For the optics, everything looks like it's the same exact as all the other guns, so let's do the Slate Reflector. For the stocks, we got the Cooper 45 RS, which is going to increase the overall recoil control. We got the Ragdoll, which is going to increase the mobility. We got the Cooper Custom Padded, which is going to increase like the recoil control kind of. Cooper 45W, which is going to increase the overall recoil control. And then we got the Remove Stock, which is going to increase the mobility. And so I think I'm probably going to do the Cooper 45 RS. On the proficiency, everything looks the same, and so I'm probably going to do Vital. For the kit, everything also looks the same, and so let's do Fully Loaded. On the rear grip, I'm assuming everything is the same, and since we have a lot of recoil control, let's do something to increase the mobility, which is going to be the Fabric Grip. For the magazine, this is where things will probably get interesting. So we got the .30 Carbine 45 round mag, which is going to increase the overall damage of the weapon. It's going to increase it by 36%, making this thing a 3-shot kill. We are losing a lot of our recoil control, but you know, we do have a lot of attachments to bring up the recoil, and so it sounds like the .30 Carbine is the magazine you want to use. .45 25 round mags, this is just going to increase the ADS speed, probably don't want to use this one. The 9mm 60 round drums, this is going to increase the fire rate but also lower the damage, making this thing a 5-shot kill, so you probably don't want to use this mag. And then lastly, we got the .30 Carbine 20 round mags, which is going to increase the damage, making it a 3-shot kill, and then it's actually going to increase the fire rate, or we're going to lose ADS speed and recoil control. And so it sounds like the .30 Carbine 45 round mag is going to be the better option because you get more ammo. Since we are losing fire rate with the magazine that we throw on, you might want to do the recoil booster just to bring that back up, or the Mercury silencer. Lastly, for the underbarrels, everything looks the same, and so I'm probably going to do whichever one gives me the most recoil control, which is the hand stop or the Carver foregrip. The Carver foregrip is going to give me more vertical, and so I'm probably going to do this one so we also get hip fire accuracy. For the Cooper Carbine, I believe this is the best setup for it, and just remember on the muzzle, if you want more recoil control, you can swap that to a silencer. Okay, we got Paradise. This is also a new map. So far it's looking pretty good. I really like the colors. Okay, let's see how this thing feels. So this is the best class for it. It's very slow still, so it looks like overall this is going to be a sniper that's probably going to be very dominant in like search and destroy, probably just because you can't really use this in multiplayer with this much recoil, and we got the fastest ADS speed that we can get. So just overall, I don't think it's going to be that good. A little bit disappointed with the sniper. I don't think anyone really asked for a big tank sniper. Next up, the Cooper Carbine. I believe this will probably be the best setup for it. Let's test the recoil. This is me not controlling it. Okay, so it looks like it goes up and to the right a little bit, but not too bad. And then let's try it with me controlling it. Okay, so I have like the max damage, I got a good fire rate, I got pretty much everything covered for all the aspects, and overall, it looks like you can control the gun pretty easily. If you don't like that bounce to bounce, you can add the F8 stabilizer to the muzzle, or you can add like one of these suppressors. Okay, let's see how it does against urine. Okay, this thing deletes. You know, I think this might be one of the best ARs, depending on how it feels at range, but medium range, this thing feels really good, especially since it's a 3-shot kill. And there's not much recoil on it. Oh my god, this thing might honestly be the new meta. This might be better than the STG. The STG can 2-shot, but this thing is a 3-shot with a super fast fire rate and not much recoil at all. And so yeah, I still think the STG might be a little bit better, but this thing does fry. And I do recommend you guys to level this thing up instantly once it comes out. This thing's awesome. Here, I'll just get a couple more kills with it, and then we will test it out with a suppressor. Not too bad. I will take a look at that. We're at range, we're beaming people. A little bit of side-to-side balance, and so a suppressor with the F8 stabilizer should remove that once we throw that on. Okay, we got the Mercury silencer on this class. Let's see. Ooh. Ooh, this thing's feeling good. I think he was a little bit weak, but with the suppressor, it's even feeling better. You know, honestly, you might want to use the Mercury silencer instead of that fire rate booster. So I think that is going to wrap it up for this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll hopefully see you in my next video.